B&M wing coasters are one of B&M's most successful and most recent models. Only 14 have been built around the world, and they provide graceful but thrilling experiences that both GP and enthusiasts will enjoy. Most of these wing coasters you've probably never heard of because a lot of them are overseas in hidden parts of the world. Today, I will rank all of the B&M wing coasters. Let me quickly say that this is a prediction video, as I have only ridden 3 of the 14 different wing coasters. These are Wild Eagle, Thunderbird, and Gatekeeper. So big credit to the people whose footage was used in this video. There's a link in the description to all of their channels. Let's get into the list. Number 14, Heaven's Wing. This Chinese B&M wing coaster is pretty bland. It's very short and it has some very forestless elements. Overall, there's really no wow factor to keep people coming back to this coaster. It's just a good starter coaster to get people back into the bigger coasters. Number 13, Wild Eagle. This ride is located at Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I love the setting of this ride. It's located on top of a huge mountain right in the center of the park. It's pretty short, but it does have a few cool inversions. Overall, it's just a pure fun coaster, but there isn't really anything special about the ride to keep people coming back. Again, it's a good starter coaster to get people into the bigger rides of the park, like Lightning Rod and Thunderhead. Number 12, X-Flight. Now we're getting into the bigger wing coasters, but this one is still very small. It's on the shorter side in height, and it also is pretty slow in some areas with not very great pacing. I do like all the inversions and head choppers with the fog coming out though. It has lots of great hang time, especially near the end of the ride. Number 11, Parrot Coaster. This ride is in a beautiful setting, and it is massive. It's one of the biggest wing coasters on the list. But it has some of the worst pacing, if not the worst, on any wing coaster. It has huge inversions and drops that really lose the speed. It also doesn't have many thrilling elements. Most of the ride is just slow turns. Overall, it has some good hang time and some cool tunnels, but there's nothing really special. Number 10, Wing Coaster. This Chinese wing coaster has a very unique name. Overall, the ride is very short, but it has some very thrilling inversions. All of them provide great hang time, especially the third one, which provides some of the best hang time on any coaster in the world. It also has some cool head choppers. Number 9, Raptor. This was the original wing coaster, opening way back in 2011. Unfortunately, it is lacking the crazy element of a wing over drop, but it has some of the whippiest inversions on any wing coaster. It is perfectly paced and has probably the best head choppers of any of the wing coasters. It also has a lot of forceful elements. It's just a bit short. Number 8, The Swarm, the United Kingdom's only wing coaster. This ride has some of the best head choppers on any wing coaster. It's all themed to airplanes as well. The pacing is on point with this ride. Every element comes right after one another and is a pretty whippy ride. It's just very short. The reason this place is higher than Raptor is because of the inclusion of that wing over drop. Number 7, Flugderdaemonen. I probably pronounced that wrong. This wing coaster is pretty unique, as it has a good mix of forces, where it starts out very intense in the first half with good airtime and whip, and then it slows down in the second half for a more graceful and hang-timey feel. It also has a very unique inversion called the Demonic Knot. Overall, it's a very well-paced ride, and is pretty long. Number 6, Fenix. This is probably the most intense roller coaster on this list. Maybe the second most intense, but we'll get to that one later. This ride has the whippiest B&M wing coaster elements, a ton of crazy zero-G rolls, It also provides some decent airtime and some very low to the ground turns that really provide the positives. It is pretty short, but I like the inclusion of the wing over drop and pre-lift. Number 5, Gatekeeper, at my home park, Cedar Point. It's in a beautiful location on the shores of Lake Erie, but is unfortunately right next to the parking lot. The entranceway makes up for this though, as the coaster flies straight through some head choppers over the entranceway. It has lots of inversions, none of them providing hang time though. It's also very well paced and a pretty long ride. That second half helix is very underwhelming though. Number 4, Flying Wing Coaster. This Chinese wing coaster has a surprising amount of airtime. It has a quick speed hill and a massive floater hill. It's also very intense and has some good hang time in the second half. It's unfortunate that it doesn't have any head choppers though, but it is a pretty long ride and is very well paced. Number 3, Forest Predator. This ride is an exact clone of the previous coaster, so I won't spend as much time on this one, because everything that was true for the previous applies to this one as well. This one is superior though, as it has backwards facing seats in the back row, meaning you can experience this ride backwards, and it also has head choppers, and a crazy looking dragon-like figure guarding the top of the third inversion. Number 2, Thunderbird. This was the coaster I was talking about, beating out Fenix for the most intense wing coaster, and it's all because of that first launch. That launch feels as powerful as some of the intimate accelerators like you would find on Maverick. Overall, Thunderbird is a very well-paced ride, and while a little short, its whippiness, forces, hang time, wooded setting, and near misses make up for it. Number 1, Falcon. This Chinese wing coaster was the one I knew the least about when looking up information. It was also the one I saw 0 videos of before actually making this video. After watching a POV, I can confidently say that this is the best wing coaster. It's the biggest wing coaster at 193 feet tall with a 190-foot drop and 73 miles per hour. It has some great inversions with good hang time and some crazy near misses with the rock work and just a beautiful setting over the water and the artificial rocks. Overall, it's a very well-paced ride with a lot of whippy transitions and a perfect setting. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. That way I know to make more ranking videos in the future. Please comment below what your favorite wing coasters are and how you would rank them. Email me with questions or concerns, and have a great rest of your day.